end of the tutorial, you should be able to create characters like this in Blender using just PNG files, that is image files. So let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome back to 2-on-3D. So this is where we stopped. So looking at all this, the whole thing just looks a bit too busy. So there is a way to make this make it a little bit like cleaner. So one way to do that is you select all the bones. Let's just go back to object mode so that we can select our bones. Select the bone, come to this, that is the armature. Yes, the armature data area. Then come down to viewport display, and then you see this octahedral. That is the shape that it's taking here, this triangular kind of shape. So we want to change this to stick. You could use all these other options, but it's still fine. I just prefer stick because stick will make it a little bit less busy. And let's just do the same for all of this. So stick, stick. Okay, this doesn't really affect the character, but at least it makes it a little bit it makes everything looks cleaner. You can still select your bone, go into like pose mode. So select this bone, go into pose mode, and now you could select this part and rotate and do whatever. So you could still deform your bone as normal as usual, so you don't have to worry about that. You could try other options like let's say wire. So wire will make it way more invisible sort of, and I think I even prefer this one. Let me see, will I be able to control it properly? Yep, everything looks good. So I think I'll go with wire instead of stick. So let's go with wire, so that at least we can be, so that we'll be seeing our character. Wire, perfect. Okay, so now so let's do the hair. So there is a way, actually there is, the way is not actually very difficult to do this, but I do prefer using an add-on. An add-on is sort of like an enhancer for Blender. So it's sort of like a bundle of Python code that will add new features to Blender for you. So that is exactly what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this free and open source add-on. It's called Wiggle. It's very good for hair and even for breast. So how the way to install this is you come to this edit. You make sure I'll put a link in the description. So just follow the link. You'll be able to get the zip file, and then all you just need to do is you'll be installing the zip file. So just come here. After getting the zip file, you come here, you click preference, and I don't know if you're seeing this, but when you click edit, you come to preference, you select preference, and now this option will be available to you. It's not visible, so let me just try to make it visible. Okay, so now at least you can see it. So this is where all the that's after doing that, this is where all your add-on ends up in. So all you just need to do is click install, and this file manager system will open up. It's not still visible, so let's just try to do this and try. I don't know why it's not visible, but well, all you just need to do is to locate it on your file. Like, let me just locate it, just locate the zip file, and then click install. Install is, it's blue right here. So once you select your zip file, you click install, and your add-on will install, and immediately it will take you to the add-on so that you can activate it. Okay, so this is it. It's just the .py file. That's a Python file, so just take note of that. It's not a zip file, so you install the .py file. Okay, so now you click activate, and then now it has been activated. So let's just save preference. Let's come here, save preference, and then that's it. So okay, so now what we need to do is to select our bone. Let's just select our bone and our hair. Then let's isolate it so that we can see what we're doing. So select this bone and go into pose mode. And now we have all our bones. I don't know, let me just change it back to stick, because so that at least I'll be able to see clearly. So okay, you select all your bones and then you come here and then you see this is now available, wiggle bone. So all you just need to do is click this and you've activated the wiggle bone for every single bone in this group. So every single bone now has a wiggle bone, but you do not want all these bones to have the wiggle bone. You only want this and this, maybe the last set of bone to have that, not the entire bones. So let's just get rid of this wiggle bone for this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone. Okay, this should be okay. Yes. So let's just make it inactive. Hello everyone, this is me from the future. So I installed the wrong version of Wiggle, and this is the right version. The right version is now Wiggle 2. I think that version that I installed was for Blender 2.9 or something like that. So this is the actual version that you install, and I will be putting the link in the description. So just come to your preference here, just ensure that this is displaying. Okay, it is. So now you install, you click install, you should be able to locate, okay, file management, so locate it on your computer, and it's Wiggle 2. So Wiggle, so this is it. Select, install, and after installation it should pop up. I don't know if I clicked it correctly. So Wiggle, let's do that again. Wiggle 2. Okay. Perfect, we now have it. So you just click this to enable it, and then after enabling it, just like click save preference, and then you should have it. And I know the rest of the tutorial will still have the old version, but this is way more better. This is a way better version, and this version actually works. So all you just need to do is to come to this, and if this is not available to you, maybe it's like this, you press N and you'll be able to activate this panel. And then you come to animate. When you come to animate, you see Wiggle 2 here, and nothing is selectable until you select these bones in a pose mode. So let me just go out of it, select this bone, go into pose mode, select this, select this, select this. These are the hair bones. So just so that these things will be able to see this more clearly, let's isolate this, and then let's go back to selections, select, no, select, select. And if you wrongly select, just press Ctrl Z and you go back, and then you'll be able to select more. The Ctrl Z will take you back to what you were doing. So let me just activate this. I need to activate this screencast. I keep forgetting. So now after doing this, come to animation, and then now you could take this same and then bone tail. So this is what you activate. Is this displaying? Yep, it is. Okay, so bone tail. So when you activate this, all these are now available to you. These are options that you can change to make your stiffness, to make whatever, just whatever value you can manipulate here. And then when I play it now, as you can see, the hair is working very nicely. I think I like this for the hair, even though you could increase the mass. When you increase the mass, it tends to not wobble so much. So if I increase, the more I increase, the less it wobbles. Stiffness, let's see. I need to increase stiffness, so let's just increase stiffness, and the more I increase, the lesser the bone. The bone doesn't move as much, so this might actually be a good thing. So let's just do 500 for that. Now we'll just go back to the tutorial, and then just put this in mind. This is the add-on that you use instead of the initial version that I installed. And this is our bone, the bone that we used to move the whole thing. Okay, no, it's not. Which is the root bone. Is the root bone. Okay, it doesn't seem like we have a root bone, so let's just make that. Select this, select this. Okay, let's go into edit mode. Select this and select this, and then Control P, and then keep offset. Now this will now be our the main bone. So let's do the same for this one. Select this, Control P, keep offset. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so now this bone controls the, oh no, this is not okay. So let's select this also. Let's go into edit mode. Select this, Control P, keep offset. Perfect. Okay, so now this should be good enough. So let's just move this. When you move this, now the entire hair moves. But the thing with this wiggle bone is you do not see the effect of it until you're running it. So it's sort of like a simulation, so it has to be your timeline has to be playing for you to be able to see the effect. So now let's go to our frame 1, and then as we press play, we'll press play, and then we'll be moving this around. So play is here, or you could press your space bar. So if I press space bar and then I use G to move this, you see that the wiggle bone will come into effect. So play, G, then okay. There is a reason why it's bouncing that much, but if you notice, like from the beginning, there's like the rest position to move from there. So you see this is wiggly, but I think there's something that is making this, well, I think it's because it's rooted in some other thing. That is why it's doing like that. So rather it is parented to the body, and that is why I cannot move this around while I'm playing it. It keeps popping back to its original place. So I think for us to be able to see the effect, we'll have to move the bone that controls that. So let's select this bone, and let's just take it to stick, because I'm not just comfortable with this the wireframe. So let's take it back to stick. Perfect. Let's do that. Let's do the same thing for the legs. Let's do the same thing for the leg. Stick. And what else? Okay, let's do the same thing for the boobs. Stick. Perfect. This is good. Okay, so now let me just select this root bone, go into pose mode, select this, and then when we play it, you will notice that the hair will be bouncing around. So let's play, and see the hair is moving like very, very nicely. Everything is moving nicely, even though it's swinging too far, and that is not what we want. The hair is not supposed to be this bouncy. So there is a way of fixing that. So let's just select our bone, our head, and then the hair, and then go into like isolation. And now this bone here, let's select this bone, go into pose mode, select all the bones that moves. Just select all these bones, and then let's come to a wiggle bone, and this stiffness here, we need to increase the stiffness. So what is the maximum? It seems like there's no, like the maximum is really, really much. So let's just make it 0.8. Let's make it 0.8. Okay, so this should be stiff. This should be stiff, I believe so. So let's just try it and see. Let's try it one more time. So play, G. Okay, this is still really, really bouncy. Nope, this is not what I want. I think I have to even reduce the stiffness. I think that is what I have to do. So let's go back into a pose mode. Let's take this down to 0.2 initially. So let's make it let's make it 0.05. I don't know, that might work. 0.05. Let's see, is that good? Okay, it's a bit stiff, but then it's not so stiff. Anyway, just experiment with the number, and I will definitely eventually reach a particular number that I will love. For now, I think I'll just move on from here to the next thing, because we have sort of a lot to cover. So now let's do the same thing. Let's replicate the same thing for the boobs. So let's select the breast and the bone attached to the breast. Let's go into isolation mode, and then already I think we parent this. So let's select this, rotate. Yep, we did. So now let's select this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone, this bone, and this bone. And now let's apply our wiggle. I don't know. Okay, let's just remove it from these bones, these ones. Let's make them inactive there. So this bone, this is not our move bone. This doesn't move our bone, so it seems we'll have to still attach it all over again. So let's go into edit mode, select this, Control P. Let's keep offset. Select this, Control P, keep offset. So now it should be working fine. It should be moving the entire thing. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go back to our full character. Select this bone, go into pose mode, and then let's try and just observe the breast. Let's zoom in a bit and let's just lock this out, and now let me play, and you can see the breast moved a bit. And if I press G and I move around, you can see her breast bobbing. That's just perfect. Maybe by the time I release an actual video, it would cover this more. It will look way better by the time I render the video out. But for now, everything is looking really good. So right now, if I move like this, you see she's bending and everything, and her hair is going upwards, which is not what we want. I think I have to constrain the hair on, like because the hair is moving on the x-axis, and that is not what we want. We do not want it to rotate on the x-axis. We really want it to bob around in the y-axis. So rotate around the y-axis. So I will fix that now. So let's just isolate our hair. Let's go back and see what we can do about this. Okay, instead of doing that, I think it's better what I did. I ended up I selected, go into object mode, select the hair bone, and just go into isolation mode, tab, and all the bones that I added wiggle to, I reduce their amplitude. No, not the amplitude. Yes, the amplitude rotation. That's what I reduced. So I dropped that down. I dropped some of these down. So just check out these settings. You could adjust it to whatever settings you want for your own character, but this one is fine with mine. So that's what I did, and we have a very good effect. Some of these bones not active, so let's just activate those. Not active here. What happened? Okay, I don't know why they were not activated, but they're supposed to have been. Okay, so let's try it now. Select our bone, it is play. As you can see, it's a bit damp. The breast is bobbing so hard, but the hair is a bit stiff, so that's good. That's what we want. So okay, so now the question is, how are we going to animate the hand? That's really easy, because all we do need to do is use the pivot point. So already all we just need to do, like if we want is our hand to move forward, all we just need to do is rotate this. Let me save this so that I can revert back to it. So just rotate this, and if you want it to come to this point, you rotate this, you move this. So you just adjust it to whatever point you want it. So let's do something like this, and then let's rotate this also, and rotate. So let's do something like this. We could just come here and move it. Let's move it to this. Let's say something like this. So let's say something like this. Okay, all we just need to do is move this to, okay, like in this case, all we just need to do, we will be animating in edit mode. In this case, there is an add-on that I want you to install. It's an add-on that comes with Blender. So all you just need to do is, I was initially thinking I would cover this in the next tutorial, but maybe I should just cover this quickly so that we'll just get on with animation in the next tutorial. So all you need to do is come to this edit preference, and then let me just ensure that you're seeing that. Let's do this. Let's see, something like this. No. Okay, let's do this. So you are saying this. Just come to AnimAll and just type AnimAll. It comes to Blender, but it's not activated, so you have to activate it yourself. AnimAll. Okay, good. So AnimAll, just activate that. This will help you animate even vertices. So let's save the preference, save it, and then let's exit this. Hope you see. Okay, good. So now when you press N, you now see animate here. Perfect. What you need to animate is a location of points. You see points? You see, this is all you need to activate. You do not need the bevel or the crease or whatever. So this is good because now you can modify this mesh even without a bone. So right now the hand is like this. It doesn't look very natural, even though we could adjust this, but we could do this like this. We could move it to this point and try to do like she's hand is forward kind of, but it doesn't look natural because this is not good, and this is also not good as a shoulder. So what we need to do here is tweak this with our AnimAll add-on. So we are going to be tweaking the vertices. So in this case, just click this, enter tab, select this point. Let's drag this point. So let's use move to. Select this point, maybe drag it upwards a bit. Select both points like this, drag them towards this point like this. And now we have something close to like a hand being on top like this, kind of like that. So it gives you that illusion like a hand is forward kind of. So you see, this is something, and the way you'll be able to add this so that it is sort of like a key is you add this, you insert key. So whenever you do this, like whenever you do this, you insert a key, and in this key it's all the vertices for this hand. So for this mesh, all 4 vertices, that is this and this, they've been assigned to this key. So now all you just need to do is if you want to see it, you can come here, you can come to the summary and you'll be able to see shoulder. And if you come here, you see all the vertex from the vertex 0, because it's computer and it always starts number 0. So 1, 0 to 3, all the vertices have been logged in as a key point. So now if I want to do it with this hand also, I could come here, maybe click something like this. Let's do something like this. Let's just adjust this to verts. Let's move this down like this. Let's say she's doing something like this. And then now I could just insert key, and now we've inserted it for this wrist. And then we could adjust this one to just line up like this, or something like this. So you see how cool it is that you could adjust vertices, and that is what we're going to use to animate this character, and it will look very, very awesome. Way better than using bones actually. So this is a cool trick. Not really a trick, this is an amazing way of animation, and this is something that I actually believe I found and I started using. I've used this in so many of my work, and I'm going to teach this to you. So in the next video, we'll be covering this more in depth. We'll be doing animations, maybe some kind of animations like walking probably, and maybe some other kind of complex kind of thing like hand movement and stuff like that. We're going to be putting in keys and stuff like that. The next video is just going to be amazing, because we're just going to be dealing with animations, so you will be able to learn how to animate your character. This is awesome, so just don't miss that. So for now, this is all. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, give us a sub. It will help us to reach more people, and it also help us to reach you with more contents like this in the future, and so that we can stay in business. Please, thank you, and bye for now.